You are now tuned in to Hits 92.3, where we take great pride in personal expression of one's feelings, thoughts, or ideals. What you're getting ready to hear on this show are the opinions of the hosts and their guests, and they do not reflect the opinions of Hits 92.3 radio station, the brand, management, staff, their respective advertisers, parent companies, or affiliates. Now, stay tuned as this show begins in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hello, Hits 92.3. My name is Diana Townsend, and I am the Chief Visionary Officer for Legacy Crypto Builders. And we're here each and every Wednesday from 12 to 1. We're talking all things blockchain, cryptocurrency, as well as AI. And this week, I have the pleasure of interviewing one of my business partners. His name is Mr. Aaron Webb. Aaron, are you there?
I'm here, Diana. Good afternoon. It's good to see you. Looking fly, looking amazing.
Thank you. Before we get started, do you mind telling our Hits family a little bit about who you are and what you do so we can just dive right into it?
Absolutely. I would be honored to. Well, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Aaron Webb. I am a growth partner of Webb's Enterprises, LLC since 2015. Love the Lord Jesus Christ. I am a legacy builder, and I'm here today to let everyone know about the wonderful benefits and opportunities that are here for us to seize and to be able to really take value in terms of what Diana is going to be presenting on today. And my background is not just in automation marketing systems, but it's really in adding value. And I believe that's really been a lost art, is making sure that we actually build something that actually will last the test of time. So in our business, we specialize in building out automation marketing systems in the realms of social media, advertising, website design, and more. And also we teach blockchain and cryptocurrency. And Diana will tell you, I love the word digital assets. I rarely even use the word crypto. So that's exactly who we are, what we do. And it's just a joy to be on your radio show today.
Thank you. Honestly, we're always talking blockchain. We're always talking cryptocurrency. So I can't get away from keeping the main thing. But before we get to automation, let's talk a little bit about crypto. Are you familiar with the crypto market, the crypto space?
Not only familiar, Diana, I live and breathe this thing every single day. I'm that guy that gets the notifications on BitTrue, Uphold, every single platform. I'm the one that gets the notifications. And even to the point where people ask me, hey, did it hit $1 yet? No, it didn't. Why didn't it? Because you're not knowing the market. It doesn't work like that. They think it's some type of lottery machine. Honestly, they think it's or vending machine, or slot machine, where it's supposed to go up one day and it's supposed to go down another. That's not how markets work. That may happen as a response, but that's not how markets work. So I would say very familiar.
Awesome. So tell us a little bit about because you are like what I consider like you double trouble, Aaron, and that's what I want to be. I want to be double trouble. I want to be like a two-headed pony because honestly, I've been in the crypto space since 2018. And now I have been praying to, if I told you how much money, I don't think we ever had that conversation, how much money I have invested into people. Oh, I'll build this system. I'll do this. I'll do that. And at the end of the day, it being a disappointment and it not turning out the way that I wanted it to. So in this season, when I say I'm so honored, I'm so blessed because I just feel like if I sat down and said, okay, God, I really need somebody with integrity. I really need somebody who has a heart for people. I really want somebody that I can be transparent and say, I understand nothing about automation. And they, take that and not take advantage of it, but more so have a heart to say, okay, I'm going to just hold your hand and take you step by step and let's get you into this digital world because crypto and automation, they go together. But I can't tell you how many times I've been disappointed. But let's talk a little bit about when you got into the crypto space. Like, let's talk a little bit about what's your favorite coins before we go to automation. So how long you been in this crypto space?
Excellent. And Diana, please know that word integrity, you're the third person recently that has mentioned that word integrity. And that's so needed in this digital asset space and as far as marketing and automation, because you said it, many have been taken advantage of. And there needs to be someone who has that integrity, who is disciplined, and can generate results. Can we get back to actually giving you results? And that's exactly what digital assets are, is that it's a proven system of not only cryptocurrency, but actual assets that add value, that produces results over a length of time. And my favorite coins, I can go down a list, but my favorite ones, you heard two of them, really is XRP. We know that that is a utility coin, as my brother Ricardo mentioned last week, and also XLM, which is Stellar Lumens. You'll find that one on Coin Market Cap. I also like VeChain. VeChain doesn't get a lot of play, right? So you're talking about other cryptocurrencies or digital assets that actually use value. VeChain is another hidden gem, but I'll go and tell you even this much: any coin that's on the ISO 222 list. I'm gonna say that again: the ISO 222 list. Go and do your research, people. Those coins right there are the future. IOTA, right? How many of us got some IOTA in our bag, right? Those types of coins, such as Algorand, ALGO, Algo, not algorithm, but Algorand, talking about resources and technology as far as green energy, right? Also, you have Propy, PROPY, excuse me. And when you're talking about the real estate market, so Diana, those coins are impacting every single industry on earth right now as we speak. It's not going to happen like in the Jetsons in 2050. Oh, I don't get that till 2050. No, it's happening right now. We got the Jetsons right now in our pocket, y'all. So we don't have to wait till 40 years from now to think, okay, I can get that when it's $100. And I know you've seen it too online when you see different posts showing one person in line to get a coin at $1 and it's nobody in that line. And then you see the other pictures showing people buying at $100. And it's a shame because that line is from here to Egypt. And that's the missing opportunity that you mentioned last week. That really stuck with me, how we as Blacks, we just miss out on these opportunities. And we've done the research. You've done the research. I've done the research for quite some time. And I got in the game in 2017. And if you want, I can share my story right now. Or did you want to wait till the break to share with me a little bit about the story?
No, I want you to share your story. Go ahead.
Excellent. Okay. So 2009, and by the way, I'm from the Washington, D.C. metropolitan area. All right. Grew up and raised Washington, D.C., Suitland, DMV. We here in the building. And I went to a North Point High School that's in Charles County. When I went there in Charles County, I was in the STI program, right? Science, Technology, and Industry. I want you all to follow that. I was in this collision repair program, 2008. This bearded guy that actually was very good at helping us know about collision repair was saying it's something called Bitcoin that I think we should be investing in. I mean, this is him talking about cars. And then he just talks about this specific type of asset called Bitcoin. We'll talk about later and let you know if that's really what we should be investing in or not. That's a whole nother conversation. But to keep on going, he told me about it, and I kind of blew it off. I said, he crazy. He looked all bearded. He looked like something out of a creepy movie or something. Like, I ain't listening to this man. That was at 0.00. 2009, it went up a little bit. Now it went up, and remind you, I was ignorant. I was just saying, you know what, I ain't gonna listen to him. And he brought it up again. Can you imagine if I had just stayed after class, asked him, okay, where did you get that knowledge from? How did you know that he was gonna use the testimony of the guy that bought 2 pieces or 3 pieces for $41 using Bitcoin? We all know that was the very first transaction that they want us to know, right? Bitcoin, and it actually yielded him, his product. To this day, fast forward, that was my first experience hearing about digital assets of cryptocurrency. If I had invested and listened to him, now we may not be having this conversation. I would have put probably a few $100 into it at that time. That was below 0.02 cents, and that's when I got into the space. So 2009 to 2017, fast forward, graduated from high school, graduated from college. Shout out to Frostburg State University here in Western Maryland. Went there to get my business degree. And again, I remember that conversation with Bitcoin, and I went further into my research and actually was like, you know what? Something's up with this digital asset. It's something about crypto. I need to look into it. Lo and behold, fast forward, someone told me about XRP. Now, this is 2015, XRP 2015. Some of us haven't even heard of it until maybe 2019, 2020 came on the scene because of what? The SEC case, right? We all know about that. But I actually took action and I bought my first coin of XRP. It was below 50 cents. It was below 20 cents. y'all, this thing was below 10 cents. So I got in early. Are y'all following this? I got in early because I saw the vision. I saw ahead of time. And I just kept on filling my bag from there. And to this day, just to end the story real quick, if XRP goes to a certain number here very soon, there's going to be a lot of wealth in this house. And that's all I'm going to say.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
Absolutely.
Now, I've heard a lot of stories about Bitcoin, but none at 0.000 something. I think the least amount I had ever heard anybody say was they were introduced to Bitcoin at $100. So I couldn't even imagine you hearing that name at less than a penny.
I'm telling you. And he literally, look, who knows how many that he got when he was talking to us about it. He can have a whole treasure chest, Lucky Charms full of it, man. And he might just went on and say, you know what, I'm retiring from you turkeys. Y'all didn't want to listen to me. Look, I'm going to Barbados. But he did it, man. He told us about that opportunity. And we were young kids, in high school. We're not paying attention. And we just trying to go to class, get the cars fixed, and go to, our sports. I play sports too. So, but yeah, there's opportunities.
Right. So it's funny because this morning I was actually talking to another gentleman on the team, one of my accountability partners. I don't know why. I was just fooling with my cold wallet, right? I think I was sending a support ticket or something into the company about an issue I was having. And I don't know why, but I'm a numbers girl too, right? So I'm just adding up these numbers. And I forgot that I had even, I looked at the phone. I said, hey, are you busy? Can you talk? He said, yes, but I think I dialed the number and I forgot for a second because I felt emotional. I felt like I looked at those numbers. I had never really went to my portfolio and added it up or done anything like that. But because I moved everything over to a cold wallet just in the season that we are in, I'm just, I ain't got time for the hackers. I ain't got time for the foolishness going on right now, right? So I moved it to a cold wallet and I felt like all of a sudden something came over me. Like, do I cry? Do I scream? I just so thank God that I was open.
Absolutely.
I so thank God that even though, it's sad because people that look like us, it's like I'm over it. I wanted to be this cheerleader, like, come on, you could do it. If I could do it, you could do it. If Aaron could do it, if Ricardo could do it, if Cliff could do it, if all of these people can do it and build these amazing platforms, why wouldn't you just listen? Everything is going up in this world except for wages and paychecks. And even for entrepreneurs, it's hard out here. And I was just like, oh my God, I looked at that portfolio and I felt like I was just grateful. Yeah. I was thankful that, I prayed about it, made the decision to move forward, and I had no idea. And that's how I feel right now. It's about a little bit of wealth going on over here in Atlanta.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely.
A little bit of wealth going on over here in Atlanta, Georgia. That's the way I'll say it. And I just, let's take this quick little commercial break, Aaron, and then we're going to come back and we're going to start talking about some automation.
Sounds good.
Calling all future content creators, Digital Media Masters is hosting a hands-on podcasting workshop just for teens aged 13 to 17. Unleash your main character energy and learn to create engaging podcasts with StreamYard on your Android or iPhone. Every Saturday from 12 noon to 3 p.m. at Hits 92.3. But act fast as only 4 slots are available per workshop. Sign up today at digitalmediamastersga.com. It's your moment to shine. That's digitalmediamastersga.com.
All right, thanks and welcome you guys back to Hits 92.3 here with the Legacy Crypto Builders. We are talking automation today. I just feel like blockchain, cryptocurrency, automation, it's a marriage. Like all three of them go together. And I have the pleasure of having a gentleman that I do business with. I so thank God for the introduction to this gentleman, Mr. Aaron Webb of Webb Enterprises. And I'm thankful and I'm grateful. And I see him a lot interacting on the page and different things when we're doing the show. And I reached out to him. I said, Aaron, you want to come on the show? Because I look at the comments, I look at the things that he says, and I was like, wow, I had no idea. I just thought, Aaron, I thought you were so techie, but not familiar with the crypto space. But I was watching what you said, and I was like, well, wait a minute. He knows some stuff. He knows some stuff. So I don't like getting the backdrop. I don't like doing anything. I like to do it live. So I love it because I'm going to learn a lot about you today. But I want to talk about automation. I went and I printed out this morning. I said, what's the top? I'm a chat GPT girl. I think chat GPT is the greatest thing ever. And I went and I asked chat GPT, I said, what's the top 10 reasons why people should learn to automate their businesses? And I touched a little bit earlier about I've been wanting to do this for years. I'll go back as far as, oh my God, I want to say at least 10 years ago. I was put money into somebody setting us up a funnel system because I didn't understand everything, but I understood the power of automation. So I was looking to lock arms with somebody that had done it, somebody that I know, I like, and I trusted, somebody that I felt, could, if you are doing automation, I assumed that they would be able to help me as well. But unfortunately, it didn't work out like that. And it was definitely a bust and not necessarily a must. So now, when it comes to this crypto space, I feel like this is like the love of my life from a business standpoint. Just understanding what a node was and feeling like there's 1,000 lanes when it comes to cryptocurrency, but being introduced to the blockchain and this node process, I felt like I hit the lottery, right? But then when I still was not done with wanting to know about automation. And then when I had the pleasure of meeting you from a three-way that Mr. Alonzo Moore had done, I think we forgot, Aaron. We just started talking, and I forgot about Alonzo. we
Like, who's
forgot.
that? No,
We
I'm just
just
messing
started
with
talking and talking, and it was just like an instant connection. And I'm so thankful and grateful for him because sometimes people don't understand the importance of that collaboration. And you shared that with me that you were into you do automation, and I'm thankful that we were able to come together and collaborate on a project right now. So can we talk a little bit about let's talk about what you do at Webb Enterprises and what you do as far as automation is concerned for businesses.
Of course. And that word automation is used loosely in today's realm because we think of, like you said, something that's done not just autopilot, but we think about it as convenience. And those things may be true. Automation in one word, but I think of, Diana, is system. Automation has to be a system. And we go through systems each and every day of our lives. There's a routine or a system whenever we wake up, whenever we go get that fresh pot of coffee or we get in our car to go to wherever we need to go for work, you're in a system. So automation is really in the technology space. It's a system of technology and tools where you're putting together inputs and outputs to get a result. That's really what automation is at that level. When it comes to business and what we do for Webb's Enterprises, we set up automation systems in the realms of social media, reputation management, advertising, and mobile app development. So not to bore anybody to death, because trust me, y'all, I love what I do, not to bore you to death. So just a scenario, usually on social media, we all know what posts look like. We know the importance of engagements and what have you. So how do you exactly put that in the automation world? Well, you got to make sure you know exactly who you're serving, right? Who is your ideal client? Who's your audience? And that's what we do as a growth partner organization. Notice I didn't say we're a marketing company. As we said earlier, there needs to be integrity and discipline brought back into this space that you can actually deliver on what you've either done before or there's excellence. Because Diana, this is an excellent work. It's very excellent. And so with automation, that social media, what we have to make sure we do is actually know who are we targeting online, because you can't target everybody on Instagram. It just can't happen. There's no way in the world you can target everybody on Instagram with blockchain, because they may look at you what a Homer Simpson look like. What's that? Is that a pair of Legos coming together and we put this thing out so where it all connects? We build this nice tower. Is that a blockchain? No, that's not what that is. And I appreciate that show last week because social media, believe it or not, It's already on the blockchain. Social
I didn't
media,
know that.
yes. Social media is already on the blockchain. Why? Because we're already giving our data. Think about it. We're giving our data already to it, just like ChatGPT. We all know ChatGPT is only a system of data over a period of 21 years, all the way from 2000 to 2021. Now, is it being updated as we speak? Absolutely. But that's all it is data. So social media is already on the blockchain. Facebook is not going to tell you this, but Facebook already has not only the metaverse, it also has other things for you to do payments on the metaverse. So that's where the automation comes in. And this may take another, conversation in the future, but that's automation at its finest, is making sure that we know our ideal client, who we're targeting. And then you also have to have an offer. When you have an offer, which we know of in our organization off air, we know that it's important that people not only see our offer, but they buy our point of view. At Webb's Enterprises, we understand that when we work with our coaches, they don't buy your offer. They're buying your point of view. So if they buy your offer, they're only going to be starving again for the next one. Whereas if they buy your point of view, it's like a well. They're going to keep on coming back to that well to get that knowledge, to keep on coming back for that information. And that's what we have specialized in doing, is adding value in that realm of automation. So that's really what we do, is set you up not only on social media, but have those different funnels designed. What a funnel is just a place where you have a system of people's input, name, address, phone number, opt-in functions, and you're able to actually generate data in live time to take them to a certain destination. That's all it is. So I'm not going to bore y'all to death today. And then you have that funny video thing called YouTube, right? That's another form of automation that we practice and that we implement. Is actually YouTube advertising to generate people, like on 92.3, to generate people to an offer for a Food Network premiere or a workshop. We specialize in all those things.
I love it because, like, right now, if I had to be 100% transparent, I'm just in this last quarter of the year. My business mindset knows that what you do the last quarter of the year will set you up for the first quarter and going into 25. So you're supposed to finish the year strong. You're supposed to be like all gas, no brakes. You're supposed to be laser focused.
Right.
Because, sometimes the holidays are a distraction, and, the kids are going back to school and all this other stuff is going on. And sometimes people tend to shy away a little bit from business. But that last quarter is like the foundation of what's coming in 2025. And this is our season. Like, we're headed into a season of I'll say of abundance. It doesn't
Yes.
matter what that cryptocurrency is. We're headed. I was listening to something this morning, and I heard the gentleman say MetaMask. I use MetaMask a lot as a decentralized exchange, right? I use that, and I heard him say that MetaMask is coming out with a debit card. So I was sitting there like, what? Like, all I do is swap tokens there. Like, I don't do too much there. Like, what are you doing with a debit card? But that is one of my favorite places to purchase tokens and stuff from, off of a decentralized exchange. And I was like, oh my God. And all I kept hearing in my head was evolution. Like, they're evolving. And then the bad side of me starts saying, oh my God, I so wish the people around me would understand and want to evolve, because that is the purpose of us even doing this automation. Everybody's not going to see it, and I get that. But here we go right back to how we initially started talking about cryptocurrency and the node. Sometimes people, they get in their own way.
Mm-hmm.
They get in their own way. They don't know how to get outside of their head. But if all you got to do is look at the world, all you got to do is see that we're evolving, and you are going to have to either moving down that stream, you're going to potentially drown, you're going to get left behind. And I don't know. I struggle with that. And for me, all I have in my head is, okay, so hold on. The blockchain nodes, crypto, which is the love of my life, automation could potentially, like, you correct me if I'm wrong, Aaron, it could potentially, instead of me doing belly to belly, and not to get away from it, I'm still going to do my everyday what I do. But doesn't that mean I could touch the masses and talk to more people much quicker, much faster, people that I might not have even had access to?
Absolutely. You're not wrong on any of that, because it has to be in the proper system. And that's the great thing about not only what we're doing now, not just with Zoom and these other webinars, But as we're switching gears into talking about now that blockchain space, it's because of the speed and the opportunity and the access that we have where we can network our resources together. And that's where we talk about community. Our community should be like-minded. You preach this all the time. And like-minded people are able to come into a like-minded organization. A like-minded organization is going to produce results, which is going to lead to people. Look, they can't help but bring people into that same space because we're of the same heart and of the same mind. And that human element part regarding automation, that's the scary part that we got to make sure we don't lose. We're humans. So the human element of communication is being lost, especially with my generation. I'm just raising my hand. Yeah, I'm busting this out. We can't hold a full conversation for 5 minutes. That's an issue. And we got to make sure that as we're explaining what blockchain is, as we're doing right now, that not only are we emphasizing what we're talking about, but that we're able to explain it to someone who may be new or just may be ignorant. They may not know exactly how it works, right? If I was explaining to someone on this call, okay, what is blockchain in 30 seconds? Okay, you go to wikipedia.org for a Google search. If you go to wikipedia.com or .org, they have a series of pages, right? Okay, yeah. If you look up how to tie my shoes, there's about 1,000 articles on tying your shoes. But someone over a period of time has continually added to that record of how to tie your shoes. So once you get to record number 1001, there may be a Chinese style of tying shoes that you didn't even know about. That's the blockchain in 30 seconds. It's a series of documents or assets or ledgers that are connected together to form this chain. That's all blockchain is.
I love it. I love it. And just to elaborate a little bit more, I feel like being in this season right now with us ending the year so strong, I'm being honest, I feel like I'm tired. I know what I'm supposed to do. I'm tired. I am. I'm mentally. I'm not physically tired. I'm mentally. Because what happens is when I looked at that portfolio today and I was like, not sure what emotion was about to kick in because I was proud of myself. Like life be lifing over here and things happen and I got like so much on my plate. And when you have a team of people, like, oh my God, we got like over almost 1,200 people on the team and you dealing with all of those different personalities, like it's a lot that, you know, comes along with it. And I know to whom much is given, much is required. And that was the whole thing with me wanting to automate because you talked about it. You said a system, and I'm a believer in. I was told a system means save yourself some time, energy, and money. Like create something duplicatable. If it's not duplicatable, it does not make sense. So that it was the purpose of us in this collaboration in this last quarter of the year. Because for me, I'm like, because I'm mentally kind of moving in another direction, I feel like I've been in this space for a long time. And I'm not gonna beg people, Aaron. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not going to. I want to shake them sometimes. I just want to shake them and be like, I don't understand. Like a node, like in our metaverse, I can't speak for other. Every company is different, but in our metaverse, like you're receiving these rewards 7 days a week, 365 days a year. There's no guarantee. Nobody's gonna promise you anything. But I just stay in that area that says, what if? What if it has a similar success of a previous project that they've done? Now, just because what happened over there with the initial project with Gala does not necessarily mean we're going to have the same result, but I still stay in that area like, God, what if a quarter of this happened? I had just recently read something with the success that our company has had with a partnership with Gala Games, and they had said each node, these people did not, same thing, they didn't know what to expect. They bought that node just a faith walk, and they kind of, you know, just knowing some of the people from that space, they said we didn't know what to expect. And now I think it was maybe a month ago, I read something that says each one of those nodes were able to generate over 1.5 million in earnings to date. From the launch of it was 2019 until I think that the price really went up in 2021. But from so pretty much from 2021 until now, in like 2.5 years, So my brain says, no, it's not guaranteed, but what if?
There you
And
go.
then the other part is, what if that does happen, something similar, but what if I take no action? What if I just sit there and let this opportunity pass me by? So that was the whole purpose of me reaching out to you, because I was like, Aaron, can you put us on steroids? Like, can you, like, I'm tired. I'm being honest. I want to like pass that baton, because in my brain, like, nobody guaranteed me nothing, but my check is
Mhm.
cash. I'm waiting on that thing to clear, you know? So I'm ready to go to the next level. And I want to make sure that, from the success that I've had, I want to scale it, because people think,
Mhm.
okay, well, when you have made some particular money, you've made it. That's just the beginning. Where is the scalability? Where is the protection? What is happening? So that's how I was able to come to you and say, Aaron, listen, I want to touch more people. I'm tired
Yeah.
of talking to my cousin Pookie. I'm tired of talking to the family members. I can honestly say pretty much all the girls that I love and care about, that I kind of hang out with, have all made the decision to come here. So that made me extremely happy. I mean, extremely happy, because
Got
I
you.
needed somebody that I can just sit down and be transparent with, and and not be judged on a regular basis all the time. I don't want to be politically correct today. I want to say
Mhm.
what I want to say, and they
Yeah,
understand, who I am and whose I am, but I'm still human,
that's it.
because you're dealing with a lot of personalities, a lot of stuff be happening. But when it comes to automation, I'm just like, so Aaron, explain the process to our Hits 92 family. So we came, I just had a conversation with you. I didn't come to you saying, Aaron, this is what I want, this is what I need, this is how I did it. I don't do any of those things, because that is not my area of expertise. So I kind of came to you and was like, Aaron, I would like to see, I so love that leg of business with Alonzo Moore. I feel like he is somebody that comes from a multi-level marketing background, but was open. And not only is he just open, I feel like he made a decision to. I remember he said to me, Aaron, he was like, I was having one of them days, right? He was like, I don't care what you do, I ain't going nowhere.
That's right.
Like, I ain't
Get it
going
to
nowhere.
the end. You
All
get it
that
to
thing
the
you
end.
doing today, I ain't got nothing to do with that. I'm rooted, suited, and booted. This is what I'm gonna do. And I was like, shut up. I just listen. Be quiet. I didn't say I was going nowhere. I'm just having a moment, right? But I loved it, because that tells you his commitment. So when I got my commitment and he got his commitment, and we collaborate and always have these great conversations, I said, let me call Aaron. I didn't ask Alonzo. I didn't go to him. I just made a decision to call you and say, Aaron, what could we do? Like, how could we potentially move this leg of business? All of you guys are in one leg of business, and I want to know how to take it to the next level. So can you explain what's the process if somebody comes to you and they don't know what they need, but they have an idea? Like,
Absolutely.
what's the process? What do you do?
Absolutely. If I may, I want to encourage you with something. I heard you say you were tired. The thing is, you said mentally, don't grow weary. Don't grow weary, because a lot of times what happens is, because there is a rest coming, and that abundance is going to be part of that rest, because your labor is not in vain. So don't grow weary.
I
Continue
appreciate
to
that.
continue to press through. And I know it's tough. I know it is. Trust me. It's some people that when I share a certain level of this ISO 222, they're like, man, get out my face with that. I don't want to hear that no more. Or that didn't go well. That blank company, meaning not curse word, just that name of that company didn't fall through. What makes it different with this X company? But going back to your question, if someone has an idea for a project and they want to work on, our process is to be able to go on what's called a discovery call. In that discovery call, what makes us different as a growth partner that specializes in automation and adding value is that we actually know what is your vision. Exactly. What is the vision of your organization? Not one time are you going to hear them on that first 5 minutes to say, oh, yeah, we made $100,000 on one contract or $300,000 last month. You're not going to hear numbers, because my aim focus, secret sauce, I'm giving y'all the secret sauce. I focus more on their problem than my own solution. It's not about my solution. It's about the main problem. And I believe once we get people into our group that actually see that we care about your problem more than the actual solution or the reward, you're going to take action. So our process, once we go through that discovery call, get to know their vision, who they are, and actually we develop the next call, a strategy plan to let them know this is the problem that you gave us, and now let's talk about the solution. Because every single time we go through that process of giving them a solution based on that problem, it resonates with them. So once that happens, we do the strategy call, we onboard them, go through all that great stuff, contract agreement. Then we go through our process of setting up the automations, whether it's social media advertising, generating vetted appointments or leads, or building out a platform to advertise on YouTube or Google. We're making sure that every step of the way, we're actually caring more about their vision and exactly what they want to do. And to this day, Diana, every single one of our growth partners, I know if they're married or not, where they're located, their children, their dog Peanut Butter or Skippy got fed today. I know literally because we're a growth partner, we build relationships. So I know you all are hearing, okay, what's a growth partner? A growth partner is one that builds relationships. It establishes and walks with you, and we focus on sales and revenue. That's a growth partner, not a marketing agency. So in our process of actually building those results over a period of time, we now give them a report and say, hey, Mr. and Mrs. Smith or Mr. and Mrs. Boudreaux, this is what happened on this month. This is what we did. This is the choke points. This is actually what did not go well. Because I know there's no perfect system. Even if there's no perfect system, there's going to be times along the way where you have to improve. Like you said, it evolved. So we actually tell them, look, this didn't go well this month. And I'm willing to admit that because, again, that's allowed me to be in business for 10 years coming up next year. It's being honest. When things don't work, I'm going to tell you, look, this didn't work. We tried it. It just didn't work. But here's a solution. And here's how we're going to adjust it. And guess what? Results every single time. So that's really our process of making sure that people are able to see we care more about your problem than your own solution. That's the key.
And I love that, Aaron, because when we were going through that process, you kind of caught me off guard. You said you were asking me questions so you can gather all of the information. And one thing that you asked me that stood out to me, I want to bop my own self, right? You said, Diana, give me your 30-second elevator pitch.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, you know, all of those words that we should not say.
Right, on Shark Tank. Don't say that on Shark Tank. They'll be like, next. You'll get the cane. Hey, this joker right here. Get him off ABC. Lord
right. I was like, you know, the reason why I wanted to bop myself a couple times was because I heard somebody say that. I had went to this this luncheon that a gentleman that I absolutely have so much respect for. His name is Mr. Demond Crump. And he said, listen, anybody with a business, I'm going to give you an opportunity. Get in the line and come up here. You got 30 seconds to give us your elevator pitch. Now, I ain't say 30 minutes. I ain't say 3 minutes. You got 30 seconds. And when I tell you, I laughed so bad because it was a clock. When that thing hit 30, it was like, zoop, he took that mic laughing at every single person. He was like, you talk too much. You had 30 seconds to sell 600 people in this room, and you didn't even get the name of the business out. You talk too much. So when you said it, I said, see, that right there is confirmation, because when you're given some information and you do not hit that apply button, when you're given some information and you don't take, like people always say, knowledge is power. No, I remember sitting in this room and I heard Les Brown say, knowledge is not power, it's applied knowledge. Because when you have the information and you do not leverage it and take advantage of it. So the reason why I wanted to bop myself was because Demond, I watched him, oh my God, it might have been, if it was 75, 80 people that went up there, maybe 2 might have made that elevator pitch. So that night I said, oh, okay, Aaron, I'll get it to you tomorrow. I was convicted with that. It bothered me because I was like, see, I'm gonna beat my own self up. I hold myself accountable. And I'll say, see, you dropping the ball and you falling short over here because you knew that from Demond and you did not prepare yourself because you never know what you need it for. So when you asked me and you caught me off guard, I stayed up that night. I was like, I'm going to bed until I get that thing done. I to you that night because I was like, that devil's a liar. Because one thing, like in this season right now, when I say I was tired, I'm saying when I tell you that I'm just getting my rest because I'm about to. I don't say this even as just like hope is not my strategy. I've already mentally prepared to make 8 figures in this next season, over this next year and a half, that we're able to leverage this the crypto space with the different tokens and things going up. I'm over it. That was why I came to you, Aaron. I was like, listen, I'm gonna need some help because I don't have a lot of time to sit and talk to my cousin Pookie. I don't have a lot of time to talk to Scary Spices. I've been transparent with everybody about that. They be a little mad at me too. They be like, no, she didn't say that. Yeah, that's exactly what I said. I'm being honest. And that's because I have enough wisdom to know sometimes we got a short window to make that thing happen. And that's why I got a coach in crypto. I went and got a coach in business, and I'm coachable. In the past, I knew some things, but I didn't hit the apply button. But this is probably the best version of me. And that comes from prayer. I've been fasting. I've been just kind of clearing out my space. I love people, but I ain't allowing you in my space right now if we ain't on one accord.
Right.
But there's nothing I won't do for you, but I just ain't allowing you in my space right now. I'm not making no time for any or anybody that if we're not on one accord, I respect that. But you got to respect me too, because I'm going to exit the left. I got to make sure we got about a good 18 months, and I don't have time for the debate. We're either on one accord or this one right here is out. So again, that's why I came to you, because I felt like I wanted you to put the team on steroids. I wanted you to, match the gas, as far as touching the masses. So can you explain a little bit about like how the process works once you did the onboarding and different things like that? How does the funnel and the system work? Like what exactly is that process?
Of course. And everyone, what she's talking about, you said that onboarding call and those questions we asked for that beginning process of social media, we asked about 15 questions, and they're meant to tailor make the content because we actually do not use that to create our content, because remember the next part, which is to make sure that we are not only posting it in our group or on the page. If you have a business, we'll post it on the page for you 3 to 5 times a week. But then after that, we're going to make sure that we are generating the people inside the group. We're going to identify your ideal person. If they're 35 to 50 years old, digital asset enthusiasts, if they love life, if they love opportunities and those types of things, we're going to really narrow down who you're talking to. Once we narrow that down and have that session together, then we're going to start generating people on autopilot. Here's the automation, y'all. We got a nice tool that we use. I'm not going to give away that secret sauce yet, but let's just say we have an automation tool that actually brings in the people. Look, you ain't getting all the goodies on this call. You got to come through the back. You got to come through another area. But we use a tool that's literally on autopilot that actually, y'all ready for this? Come on, y'all. Responds to comments automatically. Brings in the friend requests automatically. Generates appointments automatically. Y'all, this is automation. This is the heart of the matter. It only took about 43 minutes, but that's fine. It brings this in for us, and that's how the system works. It's because we programmed it to make sure that each and every day it's bringing in at least 5 to 10 people in. Today's the 28th of August.
Wait, Aaron. Say that again for the people in the back of the church. What did you say?
When we bring in those 5 to 10 people on autopilot, right?
A what? A month? A week? What did you say?
Oh no, that's a day. One day, and that's just the beginning because we don't want to mess up the algorithms, right? When we bring in 5 to 10 people a day, that's just the beginning, and then we're going to now bring it to where it's 100 people coming in a day. Not next month, or by the end of the year we'll have 100 people joining that company. It's so hard for me to not say our company, but no, 100 people a day joining the group, because the group is going to be able to sell itself. And then once we get those people to join, our process after that is to just bring them to the webinar. Make sure that they're locked in. We're going to be commenting on autopilot, making sure that there's someone there to take in the phone calls and the presentations. Y'all, this thing is fire. So that's really the process. It's going through that discovery call. We do the 30-minute session to get your content, get that together, and then we bring in and we create the group. Now, here's the part where I did not say in the beginning of what we do. We follow up. Okay, y'all didn't hear that. We follow up because there's power in the follow-up. How many of you all ever went to Giant or you went to, no, it's actually, no, simpler than that. You go to Chick-fil-A, right? When you place your order, before you go get your food and you say thank you, what do they always say? My pleasure. That's actually what's carried Chick-fil-A to actually launching their new platform to do series on TV. Y'all know they're about to be another Netflix. Y'all do know that, right? All because they said my pleasure. See, that's what we're going to be doing in our system. We're going to be saying my pleasure. Every time we follow with them, how was the webinar? Okay, great. Thank you for that information. My pleasure. Because we got to adopt a system that's already working. Come on, y'all. I hope y'all following this. That's what we're going to have success. All those 200 people that come in a day, all the way to 1,000 in 1 week or 2 weeks period of time, they're going to not only hear my pleasure, they're going to see the work of my pleasure. The Dianas, the Alonzos, right? The Dorians. It's like, man, how come I didn't join this sooner? That's what we want. Right? We want them to see humble hearts, such as my sister right here, Diana. See, like, look, y'all, I care about your success, but at the end of the day, it's up to you to choose, right? It's up to you to choose. So that's really how the system is going to work and how it's going to fly. And over a period of time, we're going to have so many people, not only in our group, but we're going to be building legacies. I'm not just a legacy builder. This is my legacy as well. I want my children's children to be able to say, you know what, granddad actually looked out for us. He didn't have his will all over the place where, like you said, Pookie and Ray Ray and Boudreaux was fighting to the death of that thing. No, he had his things together. He looked out for his church, not only his wife and family, but his church. And he also left us some great value, right? So I'm a legacy builder as well. I'm not going to teach you in our group of legacy builders community that we have in Facebook and not know how to leave a legacy myself. Leaving a legacy is leaving a deposit in the earth for the next generation. This next generation is coming out the womb knowing how to do this, but they're lacking how to do this. They know how to do this so well, they can take your phone and program that thing. It's at 5 months old. Yeah, this is how you program it. You look at them and like, how'd you do that? But they need a mind to work. And that's what we're doing in this group. We want people to have a mind to work. And that's how this thing is going to fly, Diane.
I love it, Aaron. I feel like you just dropped the mic on that one. Can you do me a favor? Because honestly, I can speak for my organization. I feel like it was pulling teeth to get people to see the vision. I know sometimes if God didn't give it to you, you can't see it, but it's also a matter of prayer. You know, I fast and stuff just when I wake up, it just be in my spirit. And because that's my prayer. Like, I'm like, okay, God, I need for you to, you know, point me in the right direction, lead me in the right direction, like remove me out of that situation. I affect a lot of people. So a lot of times when people don't see it, I feel like it was definitely a missed opportunity on their part. So hopefully, prayerfully, if they watch the show and they see the value, everybody, I don't care what business it is, they need to contact you. So tell them how to get in touch with you. We got about another 2 minutes. So tell them how to get in touch with you.
Absolutely. To get in touch with Webb's Enterprises LLC, all you have to do is literally just message me on several platforms. LinkedIn, you can follow us on there at Webb's Enterprises LLC. So that's Webb's with an S, not Spider-Man with 1 B, but 2 B's with an S, Enterprises LLC. You can also call us at 301-643-7928. Again, that number is 301-643-7928. When you do me, when you call me, we're going to make sure that we have that discovery call like I talked about. We're going to get to know your vision, your mission, exactly where do you want to go, how do you want to leave a legacy? That's what it's about. And also, last but not least, you can visit our website at webbsenterprises.com.
Awesome. I want to thank you, Aaron. I pray that people understand just because I'm working with Aaron, that doesn't necessarily mean that you cannot work with Aaron, because we are all still independent business owners, and you can take your success line and make a decision. I want my own system. I love you, Diana, but at the same time, my own thing. I want to gasoline on this fire over here, or I'm in a completely different company. I just watch the show and I just see the value of that system. Like, to me, that is the purpose of the show for me. I want to showcase, first of all, let me just pat my little self on the back, because this team over here is fire. The talent, the people on this team, the relationships that are being built. And look, this is all before the coins, Aaron. This is all before the coins.
I'm done with you. that part right there. I'm done.
I can't wait for everybody to see what's going to happen and what's to come. I so thank you for taking time out your busy schedule this week and stopping in on our show here at Hits 92.3. We're here each and every Wednesday from 12 to 1, sharing all things blockchain, crypto, and AI. And again, thank you, Mr. Aaron Webb of Webb Enterprises, for sharing your gift of automation with us this week. And we will see you next Wednesday. Have a blessed week, everybody.
God bless you, Diana. Let's leave legacies. Thank you for your time today.
All righty. Have a good one.
You too.
Thanks for tuning in to Legacy Crypto Builders with Diana Townsend here on Hits Radio 92.3. Remember, every Wednesday from 12 noon to 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we're here exploring revolutionary blockchains that shape our future. Continue building your knowledge and join us next week for more insights into the world of purpose-driven blockchain technology. Until then, keep innovating and shaping the future.